Hi, welcome to our channel Programming of Mind, where we accelerate your knowledge with concise, from high-value book summaries. Let's begin healing emotional wounds through the right love language. Love has the power to heal the deepest emotional wounds. Many people carry invisible scars from childhood trauma, failed relationships, or years of feeling ignored and misunderstood. These wounds do not disappear with time alone. They require attention, care, and love expressed in the right way. Imagine a woman who grew up feeling invisible in her family. As an adult, she struggles to trust people. She longs for connection, but pulls away when someone gets too close. Her emotional love tank has been empty for so long that she has forgotten what it feels like to be truly loved. When someone in her life learns to speak her love language, perhaps quality time or words of affirmation, her heart slowly begins to open. She starts to feel safe, seen, and accepted. This is how healing begins, not with big changes, but with small, consistent acts of love delivered in the way she needs to receive them. Why knowing is not enough. Without action, many people think that once they understand the love languages, everything will automatically fall into place. But knowing is just the first step. True love requires action. Imagine a man who reads about love languages and discovers his wife's primary need is quality time. He understands it, but continues to spend long hours at work and uses his free time on his phone. Knowledge without action changes nothing. Real love is proven in daily decisions. A husband chooses to turn off the television and sit on the porch talking with his wife. A mother decides to write a small note of encouragement and leave it in her child's lunchbox. A young couple chooses to walk hand in hand every evening after dinner. These are small efforts that require intention, not perfection. Over time, they create deep emotional safety and trust. When people act based on what they learn about each other, relationships begin to bloom again. The love language that often gets overlooked among all the love languages, acts of service, is the one people often misunderstand or take for granted. Many people perform helpful tasks out of duty or habit, not realizing that they are deeply communicating love. A father who drives his children to school every day may not say much, but he is showing love through consistency. A wife who packs lunch for her husband every morning may not use words, but her actions say, "I care about you." Unfortunately, acts of service can also go unnoticed when people do not realize how much effort they require. If this is your love language and no one seems to notice the things you do, it can feel heartbreaking. That is why recognizing and appreciating acts of service is just as important as performing them. A simple thank you can go a long way in filling someone's emotional tank. How to find a love language of a loved one. Discovering someone's love language can be a joyful and meaningful journey. Often, people show love in the same way they wish to receive it. A friend who often gives thoughtful gifts may find joy in receiving them too. A partner who always wants to hold hands likely values physical touch, but is not always that simple. Sometimes the best way to learn someone's love language is to observe how they react to different expressions of love. If someone lights up when praised, words of affirmation might be their language. If they're always asking to spend time together, then quality time could be the key. Asking the right questions also helps. Try saying, "When do you feel most loved?" Or "What makes you feel closest to someone?" These gentle conversations can unlock deep insights into a person's heart. And once you discover their love language, you hold the key to connecting with them on a deeper level. The challenge of speaking an unnatural language: sometimes the love language of the person we care about does not come naturally to us. Maybe you're someone who loves giving gifts, but your spouse needs acts of service to feel loved. Maybe you're someone who values physical touch, but your partner lights up when you affirm them with words. It can feel frustrating at first. You might think, "Why can't they just understand my way of loving?" But true love is selfless. It means stepping out of your comfort zone to meet the other person where they are. It is like learning a foreign language. You won't be fluent right away, but every attempt matters. A man who struggles to express emotion might start writing small notes to his wife. A woman who doesn't enjoy physical affection might start giving her husband a hug when he comes home. These efforts, though challenging, send a clear message: I care enough to learn your language. When couples speak different love languages, it is very common for partners to have different primary love languages. One might feel loved through quality time, while the other needs physical touch. If both people keep giving love in their own preferred way, they may miss each other emotionally. But when they take the time to learn and practice each other's language, something beautiful happens. A woman who used to feel ignored because her husband never said kind words begins to smile more when he makes the effort to affirm her. A man who felt unloved because his wife rarely held his hand starts to feel more connected when she begins reaching for him. The relationship becomes stronger not because either person changed who they are, but because they chose to love the other in a way that truly matters to them. This kind of selfless effort is what deepens intimacy and builds lasting trust. Love languages and parenting children also have love languages, and recognizing them can make a huge difference in their emotional development. One child may feel loved when praised for doing a good job at school. Another may treasure bedtime snuggles or weekend outings. Parents often express love in the way they prefer, without realizing it might not reach the child's heart. A mother who buys toys for her daughter may wonder why the child still seems distant. It might be because what the child really wants is more time together. When parents take the time to discover and speak their child's love language, it creates a sense of security that lasts a lifetime. A boy who feels affirmed by encouraging words will grow up confident and assured. A girl who needs physical affection will thrive when she receives warm hugs and gentle touches. This emotional connection gives children the foundation they need to face the world with courage. Using love languages in friendships. Love languages are not just for romantic relationships. Friendships thrive when people feel valued and understood. A friend who always gives small gifts or thoughtful notes may feel closest when that thoughtfulness is returned. Another friend might need quality time, craving long conversations and shared activities to feel connected. Sometimes friendships drift not because of conflict, but because one person feels unloved in a silent way. Imagine a friend who always plans outings, sends birthday cards, and checks in, but rarely hears thank you or receives the same effort in return. Eventually, the friend might pull away, not out of anger, but out of emotional exhaustion. Understanding love languages in friendships helps prevent these silent breakups. By noticing how your friends show love and by being intentional in your responses, you keep the bond strong and meaningful. Friendships become deeper when love is expressed in ways that truly matter. The impact of unspoken needs. One of the biggest reasons people feel unloved is because they never express their emotional needs. They expect their partner or friend to just know. But people cannot read minds. If you never say what makes you feel loved, how can others meet that need? Silence creates confusion. Imagine a woman who feels unloved because her partner never compliments her, but she never tells him how important words are to her. He, thinking he is doing a good job by helping with chores, feels confused when she seems distant. Once they talk about their needs and realize their different languages, the relationship shifts. Communication is essential. When you open up about your love language in a kind and honest way, you invite others to love you more deeply. It is not weakness to express your emotional needs. It is courage. It is saying, this is how I receive love best. This is how my heart feels safe. Strengthening marriages through love language practice. Marriages go through seasons. There are times of passion and closeness, and times of distance and strain. Love languages offer a powerful way to bring couples closer again. When both partners intentionally speak each other's language, trust is rebuilt and connection is restored. Imagine a couple who has grown apart over the years. They live in the same house, but feel like strangers. One day, they decide to practice each other's love language for 30 days. The husband starts helping around the house more, knowing his wife appreciates acts of service. She begins giving him more hugs and gentle touches, knowing he craves physical closeness. At first, it feels awkward, but slowly they start smiling more. Conversations become deeper. Even their children notice the change. This transformation did not come from grand gestures or expensive vacations. It came from small daily choices to love each other in the right way. That is the quiet power of love languages. Thank you for listening, and please like the video and subscribe for more great upcoming content that will put you in top 1% people in the world.